Today it will be my first headphone amplifier review, and I'm going to review this piece of thing on my hand. This is the Enleum HPA-23RM. To me, this is one of the best amplifier in the market for headphones, and I want to share with you why I think it this way. Why did I purchase it? Even though I have something like the Ferrum, there must be a reason, and I can tell you it is done good. Now, this is a portable amplifier. It can be used for home. It's meant to be used power connected because yes, it has batteries, but it's 3 hours. Like the Cod Hugo TT, you can use it on battery, just protectively short. And this amp is single-ended in, single-ended out, no balance. Well, some people may be wondering, what are you paying the money for? This amp is not cheap. It is the same price as a Ferrum Stack, same price as a HoloBliss, and for most people, those are the better choices. I will explain to you why too. But this amp is mighty. It is exciting, and I want to share with you why, if you are in the market for amp, you should try this. Together with the HoloBliss, together with the Ferrum, together with MKH. At that price point, at this price point, including the Burson, this is an exciting amplifier to try. Now, let me tell you a little bit on my procedure of buying amplifier. I mean, I purchased quite a bit of amplifier in the last 6-7 months, and that's because I entered back into the audio hobby and I just want to have a set of devices to play all my different headphones and to review more headphones. But to buy an amplifier, it has a basic requirement. My DCA Stealth here, together with my M17, this combination, right? The amplifier must beat this combination. Must sound better than this combination. Which means if I plug my M17 into amplifier, it has to sound better using my DCA Stealth than just plugging directly into my M17. Now, of course, some people will say, the cable, double amplification, blah, blah, blah. But I can tell you that there are amplifiers that sound worse. There are amplifiers that sound better. One of them that sound worse is like the i5 iW. Well, that's a cheaper device. It sounds worse than this. There are also more expensive devices, such as the Serenade Hi-Fi Man. But to be fair, there's a combination of a DAC and amp, but it sounds like smaller, it sounds worse than my M17 to me personally, right? And then there are amps that don't sound any different, such as from View Electric, the V222, I believe. And then, of course, there's the other Hi-Fi Man, which is, I believe, the Prelude. It doesn't sound better than my M17. Now, then there are the amps that, maybe sound better. I don't know. Type of amp, such as the AK, the portable amp, that guy actually does. At times sound better, at times don't. It depends on the song itself. And then there are also the big amplifiers. It just slipped my mind, but I can't remember that. But there's one more guy there. Now then there are the amps that definitely sound better. The Burson Soloist, that guy has tons of power, sounds definitely better. Then there is of course the Ferrum. There's the HoloBliss, not here. I didn't buy it. It's too big for me. And then there are the guys that sound different. The different ones are like the MKH, the WALE5. So where does the Enleum sits? The Enleum sits in it sounds better and it sounds different. And that's the reason why I won't outright recommend the Enleum, especially considering the price. But you should try it, and if you like the sound signature, this is one of the amps to go. So let me explain to you what's so good about the Enleum. I mean, small is one thing. You can charge with USB-C. Great, no charge with USB-C. But the sound is mighty powerful. I literally mean powerful in the word powerful. Any headphone you plug in sounds more powerful, more energetic than it should be. And that's how I feel. My Stealth felt great. It felt fantastic. My Abyss was a little bit overwhelming. I've yet to try the Diana because I've been enjoying the Stealth too much these days. And then there is also my Solateti. It sounds great on this amp. It sounds actually more exciting than it should be. And that is really, if you ask me to summarize the power of the Enleum amp, it just makes device sound powerful. It has so much power and it sounds great. It sounds big. It sounds powerful. Soundstage is bigger. It sounds everything just sounds more powerful, more exciting. The bass hits harder, sub bass goes deeper. I mean, in comparison to even the Ferrum, which has great control, extremely good control, this guy just sounds exciting as heck. The thing is, this guy is also very warm. it is at least as warm as the MKH200 to me. The ferrum ore is more on the neutraler side. And then it's also a bit thick. So it depends. If you don't like the kind of big thick sound, this may not be it. The ferrum ore feels lighter and it's great for certain type of music. So if I was to go song by song, right? I mean, people love to describe that. If I hear The Brave from YOASOBI, a very new song, when it comes to all the bass hits, especially the middle and late song where she sings, there's always this constant bass that is hitting. You can actually feel the bass hit hard and there's sub bass. Something that I don't hear with the ferrum ore often, at least not with the Stealth. And then when I go for another song, Ado's latest release, which is Unravel, at the later part of the song where she starts screaming, the power from this amp makes it so exciting. It feels like a live concert to me. Using a DCA Stealth, I mean, the Stealth is not known to be very, very exciting of a headphone. I mean, I love it. It sounds great as a close back, but not the most exciting. I mean, the bass is. But now, I love it with the Enleum. Exciting as heck. And then, there is Ultima. That is a song from Final Fantasy. It is, orchestra song. With the Enleum, it sounds really big. Everything just gets spread out. The soundstage is huge. The Enleum soundstage is actually larger than the ferrum ore, comparable to me, at least, with the MKH200. And that is a tube amp, meant to be big sounding, right? This guy is big. But there is a difference. It's about the focus of the vocals. This guy just sounds big. Everything sounds big. Even the focus feels a bit more diffuse, a bit bigger. At least the MKH actually does tend to focus the vocals a little bit more. But the absolute sound, if I was to say the age of the sound and the width of the actual sound itself, the Enleum just sounds bigger. But the edges are not like that much further than the MKH200. In fact, I think the edges is about the same. Now, in terms of tonality and timbre, I already said it's a warm, slurpy sound. Not the type if you are into the lighter, clearer sound like the ferrum. And this is like the total opposite of the A70 Pro. If you like the A70 Pro, do not buy the Enleum. But you should try it out, right? And the only thing I felt that Enleum may lose out to equivalent $4,000 amplifier is I will guess, in the absolute detail retrieval. It's not that there is no details in the Enleum, but it just feels like all this power masks small details, like really, really small. I mean, we audiophiles like to hear small little things in the song for no good reason, right? When you want to focus on the small little things in the song, I feel that the Enleum focus or ability to focus on those small little things, not as great. The ferrum does it better. And when it comes to absolute control, if you really want to control the bass, you want to hear, like, every instrument in place properly, I think the ferrum does it slightly better. But when it comes to separation, actually the Enleum is slightly better than ferrum ore. It does, because it's so big, it does place everything slightly wider, it does separate slightly better. The ferrum ore feels a bit smaller. Now, the mids itself, I think, is very different. The mids is so powerful on the Enleum. Cannot compare. I think only the MKH200 is close in terms of power in the mids. And when it comes to, in fact, no, the MKH200 is sweeter but not powerful. It's sweeter. This guy is powerful. When it comes to the bass, the sub bass on this guy is unbelievable. It is punchy and the sub bass is there. But in terms of the absolute control of the bass, like, if the bass is supposed to end, it ends, then the ferrum gives you that kind of control. This guy feels like powerful, but because of the sub bass and everything, it just doesn't feel as I say clean. That's how I put it, clean. But where does this put the Enleum, right? I think this is one of the most exciting amplifier I tried in recent time. I actually made a decision to get it in less than 15 minutes. This is unbelievable. I mean, I have tried a lot of amplifier, as I said just now. Most of the amplifier requires me an hour to try at least before I even make a decision to buy or not. Of course, I read reviews, I understand what is good, what is bad. I tried something even all the way, the HoloBliss, and I didn't even buy the HoloBliss because it was good, but it was too big and too hot. The ferrum was nice. It was really clean. I love it. Control was great. But it took me an hour to make a decision. But the Enleum took me 15 minutes because with the Stealth, for the first time, there's an amp that make my Stealth come alive. Very superlative word, but it feels exciting to listen to the Stealth. That is something I would never thought of putting the words together. Exciting DCA Stealth in one. But that's about it. My review of the Enleum 23RM wrong. Enleum HPA-23RM, because the 23R is the big desktop amp. This is fantastic. And if you are in a headphone market, you are looking for a very, very good headphone amplifier that makes your headphone sounds powerful, wakes your headphone up, the Enleum is something that you should try. It's expensive, but I will put it on equivalence, on par with the Burson Soloist, which costs about the same price, 2,500 USD. The Ferrum All Stack, which costs 3,000. I even say that this is comparable to the Holo Bliss, just different. I mean, this has big soundstage. It's also very holographic in nature. It just sounds different. It sounds so powerful. The Holo Bliss just sounds super controlled. This just sounds ultra powerful. Choose your poison and buy it. Now, $4,000 is expensive. I will not kid anybody. 4,000 Sing dollars expensive. 3,000 USD is expensive. Make a decision. I think most of us cannot buy 2 or 3 of such amps. So try it out if you can. Enjoy your music. And I'll see you next time. Now, if you have any headphones you want me to try with the Enleum, do put down in the comments below or write in Headphone. I do read it. The thing is that I believe this amp is actually quite rare. So I think a lot of people want to know how it performs with certain headphones. And I can provide you those information. Till next time. Bye-bye.